Today we are tackling one of the creepiest mystery from ancient history. Why did the body of Alexander the Great, one of the greatest conqueror who ever lived, not show any signs of decomposition for a full 6 days after his supposed death? Was it a miracle, a sign of divinity, or something far more disturbing from a medical standpoint? Stick around because we are about to show uncover theory that might rewrite history, and it could involve him being buried alive. First, a quick history lesson to set the stage. Alexander the Great was born in 356 BC in Babylonia. 32 has built an empire stretch from Greece to India, defeating the mighty Persian Empire along the way. He was a military genius, but his life ended abruptly in June 323 BC in Babylon, modern-day Iraq. According to historical accounts from writers like Plutarch and Diodorus, Alexander fell ill after a night of heavy drinking at a banquet. He complained of several abdominal pain and weakness. Over the next 10 to 12 days, his condition worsened. He became bedridden, lost his voice, and eventually slipped into what seemed to a coma. His generals and doctors declared him dead on June 10 or 11, 323 BC. But here where it gets strange. Ancient sources report that when embalmers arrived to prepare his body, they were shocked. For 6 whole days, Alexander's body showed no sign of decay. No bloating, no discoloration, no foul odor. Nothing you expect in the scorching heat of Babylon. The temperature could hit 38 degrees centigrade. In fact, his body looked so pristine that his followers proclaimed that it was a divine miracle, proof that Alexander was no simple human but a god. This delayed the mummifying process, and eventually his body was mummified later and taken to Alexandria in Egypt, where it became a tourist attraction for centuries. But was it really divine interventions, or was there a medical explanation hiding in plain sight? Modern historians and doctors have pored over these accounts, and one chilling theory stands out. Alexander might not have been dead at all when they declare him so. He could have been alive, paralyzed, and fully conscious, trapped in his own body those 6 days. Sounds like a horror movie. Let's break it down step by step using what we know from today's medicine. To understand this, we need to talk about Guillain-Barré syndrome, a GBS for short. GBS is a rare autoimmune disorder where your body immune system mistakenly attacks your peripheral nerves, the ones that controls movement and sensation outside your brain and spinal cord. It's often triggered by an infection like Campylobacterium, a bacterium commonly found in undercooked poultry or contaminated water. In ancient times, with poor sanitation in military camps, Alexander could easily have contracted this during his camping. Here's how GBS works. After an infection, your immune system goes non-functional and start demyelinating your nerves, stripping away the protective coating, like distressing the insulation of electrical wire. This leads to ascending paralysis, starting from your toe and moving upward. Symptoms include tingling in the extremities, muscle weakness, difficulty walking, and in severe cases, complete paralysis of the body, including the muscles needed for breathing and speaking. The heart and eyes might still function, but you can't move or communicate. Today, GBS affects about 1 to 2 people per 100,000 annually, and with modern ventilators and immunotherapy, most recover. But back in 323 BC, no such luck. Now let's map these to Alexander's symptoms. Historical records: he attended a banquet, drank heavily, possibly from contaminated wine, and woke up with stabbing pain in his liver area. Over the days, he developed a high fever, which turns to an infection trigger. By day 5 or 6, he was too weak to stand, but could still give command. Then he lost his voice, classic for GBS affecting the cranial nerves. His soldiers marched past his bed, and he reportedly acknowledged them with his eyes, but couldn't speak or move much. Doctors at that time checked for death by looking for breath on a mirror or feather, or listening for a heartbeat. But in advanced GBS, breathing becomes so shallow, it's undetectable without modern tools. Heart rate slows, body temperature drops, mimicking death. Dr. Catherine Hall, a senior lecturer at University of Otago in New Zealand, proposed this theory in a 2018 paper published in the Ancient History Bulletin. She argues that Alexander was in a state of locked-in syndrome due to GBS, fully aware but paralyzed. His body didn't decompose because he wasn't dead yet. The 6 days without decay was actually the time he remained alive, perhaps until the embalmers started their work, which might have killed him real through incision or suffocation. Let's explore other theories to be thorough, as any good health detective should. One popular idea is poisoning. Alexander has enemies, his own generals perhaps. Arsenic or strychnine could cause similar symptoms: pain, paralysis, death. But poisoning usually leads to quick decomposition, not delayed. Plus, no direct evidence. Another, malaria or typhoid fever, common in Babylon wetlands. Typhoid caused by Salmonella typhi brings high fever, abdominal pain and confusion, matching Alexander decline. It can cause shallow breathing, explaining the false death, but doesn't typically paralyze like GBS. A 2013 study in the New England Journal of Medicine suggested typhoid, but it doesn't fully account for the non-decomposition of the body. West Nile viruses or even alcoholic withdrawal confusion have been floated, but they don't fit the paralysis timeline. Some say poisoning by plant used as a medicine back then, but again decomposition occur. What makes GBS the leader? It perfectly explains the progressive paralysis, preserved mental state, eye movements and delayed death sign. In modern cases, GBS patients have been misdeclared dead, thankfully revived today. Now for the health angle, because this isn't just history, it's a lesson for today. If you or your loved one experiences sudden weakness after an infection, seek medical help immediately. GBS is treatable with intravenous immunoglobulin or plasma exchange to halt immune attack. Vaccines for triggering infections like flu or COVID can help prevent it. And remember, in emergencies, modern doctors used EEGs and EKGs to confirm death, avoiding ancient mistakes. This mystery also highlights how far medicine has come. In Alexander era, no antibiotics, no ventilators. His destiny was sealed in a limited knowledge. So why didn't Alexander's body decompose for 6 days? The most compelling medical explanation is that he wasn't dead. He was a victim of Guillain-Barré syndrome, paralyzed and pronounced dead too soon. This theory not only solves the puzzle but reminds us of the fragility of the human body and power of modern science.